Despite hundreds of post boxes taken off the streets, mail sorting machines taken offline, overflowing mail bins, and reports that worker overtime has been cut, the new Postmaster General today faced skeptical Democrats.
Mr. DeJoy, your decisions have cost Americans their health, their time, their livelihoods, and their peace of mind.
Louis DeJoy insisted he's acting to save the struggling Postal Service, not undermine the election.
We are very committed. The board's committed. The postal workers committed. The union leadership is committed to having a successful election. And the insinuation is, quite frankly, outrageous.
A former major Republican donor, DeJoy has been on the job for just 67 days. He insists some of the cost cutting has been underway for years as mail volume dropped significantly. But Americans nationwide report their mail slowed dramatically this summer. It comes as President Trump, behind in the polls, has floated false claims about mail-in voting, suggesting last week he'd oppose additional funding to help the Postal Service.
So therefore, they don't have the money to do the universal mail-in voting. So therefore, they can't do it, I guess, right?
Today, Postmaster DeJoy admitted he himself votes by mail and promised to process mail-in ballots as first-class mail. While he said he has stopped dismantling sorting machines until after the election, he won't reinstall those already removed. And he insists overtime has not been cut. Not true, says a union president.
It has been cut according to the postal workers around the country that we're in touch with and that we represent. And it's caused a serious problem.
Many Americans say their medicine has been delayed, including Air Force vet Ray Carolyn.
On one occasion, I had to drive 60 miles to go over to the VA hospital in Indy because I hadn't received some heart medicine.
It makes no sense to remove processing equipment or limit or reduce transportation or reduce necessary work hours before the peak mailing of a national election in the middle of a pandemic.
And Tom joins me now. Tom, I understand the post office is also blaming the slowdown on the pandemic.
Yeah, that's right. Both DeJoy and the union say tens of thousands of postal workers have called out sick because of COVID, but that largely peaked in the spring. We've seen a big slowdown in postal service this summer. DeJoy insists ballots will be delivered safely and on time.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.